As I sit quietly in my meditation practice this morning, tuning my mind and getting aligned, there are two topics on my mind that I'd like to ask Source for perspective and healing. One is the vibrational nature of money and how it moves and where to focus. The other is vibrational matching in general. I've noticed that I can tell from the very beginning of an interaction with someone by their vibrational tone or signature what the interaction is going to be like. From that first impression, initial imprint, I get a massive download, and 99.99% of the time it accurately unfolds in a way that shows me that that gut instinct is correct. I can see when someone is going to be difficult, when they're going to be easy, when they are bucking their own current, when they are uplifting their own soul, just by these simple, subtle cues and clues. And I want to know more about this and talk to Source about perception, how much of it is projection and how much of it is an accurate, intuitive hit. What happens when I still go along with those situations? What am I learning and how am I growing from them? How can I continue to clean up my vibration so I'm no longer a match to those things? Maybe these two topics of money and matching are related. But I'd like deeper insight, knowledge, and wisdom as it relates to me personally, but also for the collective. Receiving a quantum healing on any aspects and parts, belief systems, patterns and conditioning that are ready to change, to transform into the light and love of our consciousness. We start by slowing it all down to be uber present, mega grounded, dropping into the still point of the now. Feel the spine become surrounded by a strong pillar of light, a column of energy that will support the posture, relieve the body of any tension and compression, lift the head, lengthen the neck towards the heavens, as well as sink the sit bones down and lengthen the lower back. Lifting up, rising up and sinking down, grounding down simultaneously. Creating more space in the solar plexus and heart. The torso lengthens, elongates. There's a triple grounding cord from each leg and tailbone to plug into the center of the earth with a gigantic magnet. And let's stay here connecting to the soul of the earth for a little while. Connecting to your core self. Feeling your essence. Receiving the nourishment. Allow your grounding cord to be a vessel for more nutrients to pulse up from the center of the earth. Mama Gaia feeding and fueling the energy body, physical form, tapping into the new crystalline codes and consciousness grid on the earth, birthing the new earth through our connection and alignment with it. Imagine, play in the imagination and visualization. Dancing, golden, spiraling, liquid, light, love, essence buoyantly rises up, spiraling up the legs, filling the bowl of the pelvis, bathing the organs, connective tissue, muscles, bones, into the bloodstream, rising up and expanding in the heart, drinking the breath all the way up to the collarbones and crown of the head and washing down the back, fountaining the energy out through the crown of the head. Open up this portal like a blowhole and shower the energy all around the auric field, and it rains back down to the earth. Tracing the toroidal field, refreshing the entire light body, cleansing all the systems and functions, turning on the Merkaba on turbo speed like a blender, spinning the field super fast. Slough off any holdings, debris, any interference from the external world, send it back to its source and origin. Feel who you truly are as you seal in your field with an electric blue trim and vibrant purple film. Feel the body matrix come back online as it is calibrated, repaired, and rewired, tuning in to high source, pure self. Allow there to be a calm and a simplicity as the body is recharged and re-energized. Letting it feel good to connect, remembering to plug in every day, get sourced, resource the energy. And now that we are grounded, connected, centered, and present on the earth plane, merging our hologram, the heart matrix mimics that of the electromagnetics of the earth, the soul of the earth. We allow the portals, the hollow spheres at the tailbone, crown of the head, and heart to be harmonized in an infinity loop. This infinity wave, rhythm wave, will balance the energies, bring them back into equanimity, utilizing the psychic centers, these power points evenly, distributing the energies in a way where all the functionality is refreshed and replenished, restored to its optimal radiant state of health and wellness. Use the breath to circulate the energy around. Feel the redistribution, the recalibration, the harmonization. And allow the heart to lead the way. And training the belly and brain. These intelligent wisdom centers offer different skill sets. We honor them all, value them all, respect the power of them for different scenarios, reasons, and circumstances. And now we want to expand our infinity loop to merge heaven and earth. So allowing there to be a huge wave going up to the heavens through your silver cord of light. Call to your higher self, pure source, creator of all that is, seat of the soul. Allow your consciousness to travel in a rocket to the center of the sun, the Stargate portal to the center of the galaxy, the center of the universe, the multiverse, beyond, back home to the original star seeds, reason for being here, back to the beginning of time, beginning of creation. Through all dimensions, places, spaces, and times, you're instantaneously merged with the one unified force. Feel the being expand, the energetic body take on the qualities and aspects of this infinite intelligence, floating and drifting up and up and up through time and space, beyond the dense 3D reality into the holographic version. Staying grounded, connected and present. Feel the lightness of your being come online as you're swimming and bathing in the sea of pure consciousness, where everything exists simultaneously. Let it feel good to release all the tension, any holding patterns or limitation that have been stuck in the field. Realign the templates. Tap into the living library that offers the solution, resolution, answers, insights. Clear the way for the greater mind, sourcial self to embody and animate the physical form tune the emotional body, and up-level the mental sphere. We must make room and space for who we truly are to come in by releasing the old patterns, beliefs, and blockages. The conditioning that we have received through upbringing was here to teach us, learn from, and entrain with the timeline. And from that place of direct experience, we can then create the kind of world we want to live in by remembering our heart's deeper desires. The heart holds the original blueprints, constantly edging and urging you forward. There need not be any conflict with the mind, as it is a transmitter and receiver, regurgitator, and the subconscious is simply showing you where you've been, collecting data. Getting from point A to point B is very useful. And now the mind can continually know and entrain, continue to grow and learn from the heart wisdom when we take the sacred pause to align and listen. These impulses and ideas, insights and inspirations come from this deeper connection to all that is, higher self, inner being, the many names and many forms that Source takes. The God Essence, Holy Trinity, Buddha Nature, they're all names pointing to the same thing. Don't get hung up on the name or the form. Stay true to the purity of your being. Feel the innocence and wonder return as you connect to your inner child that loves to learn, that's willing to grow, that doesn't judge or make wrong, but simply experiences. When something feels good, it is good, and when it feels off, it is off. That is the impulses, the intuition and gut instincts that we speak of, that we will address in terms of reading the fields, particularly tuning to the heart electromagnetics. We can all sense and feel the toroidal force field that lives around the body, that is the access point to the living library that that person has lived and experienced. We pick up trillions and trillions of signals as soon as we come in contact with someone. We might not know the whole story or details, but the feeling tone and the vibrational offering is always true. You can trust that. But be discerning and aware of your protective mechanisms and your capacity to trust. Looking for reasons to separate and disconnect because of the instincts and impulses that you're picking up is counterproductive. Selectively sift and pull from each person the absolute best version of reality that you want to experience. Even when you sense the lower vibrational tones or challenges and problems that you will encounter, there is also the beauty and magnificence of their being wanting to shine through, and you are the divine spark that awakens within them the light, love essence of who they are. This is big, powerful, huge healing work. Do not diminish or dismiss the importance of your role or the gift that you offer. You naturally see the good and beauty in all things. This is your superpower. Where people see problems, you see solutions. Where other people see dead ends, you see opportunities. And this is why you're willing to courageously live on the leading edge. Where other people see something as risky or dangerous, you see it as an adventure and a thrill of being alive. We all have limitations and blockages to overcome. That's why we're here in the Earth School, learning and growing together. Vibrational matching and toning and tuning is extremely important beyond what you currently recognize as significant on the physical plane. This is what all beings are waking up to as the vibrational tone continues to get higher and higher, and the body vibrates at different octaves. It's like a radio station that you're able to hear and access. It's no longer interesting to go backwards in consciousness. Once you know, you know. You will continue to seek, thrive, and engage with these higher vibratory states. The drama, the trauma, the density, negativity is no longer interesting to those that have tapped into the ecstatic, euphoric, blissful, joyful nature of being alive. It's okay to go through waves, up and down and all around. This is an adventure, just like rivers meander. This is how energy moves, all the waves. Learn how to ride the waves, surf the waves, be with the fluctuations, and know that it's constantly flowing and changing, rearranging. We are all here to be powerful, deliberate co-creators on the path, and we have more influence over the field and within the field than you give yourself credit for. How you treat yourself is truly how you will experience the world and others. This is the biggest glitch and game of existence that is being played on the earth plane at this time. Can each person remember themselves as part of the whole without getting sucked into the egoic structures of too much self-importance? The pendulum swing and flip-flopping back and forth between self-deprecation and self-grandiosity is the problem. The center point and equanimity of all beings being honored and revered, including the self, in perfect balance and harmony. There is a resonance a harmonic coding to this octave of operation that we call the Golden Divine. It is important to calibrate oneself regularly to this one channel. Do anything and everything else that you have time for after lining up. The mind will take over and run on automatic reruns, regurgitating old programs, if it is allowed to steer the ship. There is another power, source, force that pulses through you that can be more exhilarating and exciting when the belief, trust, faith is strong enough to allow it to lead the way. Life becomes extraordinary and moves out of the mundane mediocrity when blended with your higher being in such a way that you awaken the courageous lion heart, innocent inner child, wisdom of the masters, playful spirit, all come into a synergistic dance of integration, harmonizing with your true path, the beauty way. Resourcing the energy is the definition and symbolism of money that you use on this plane. Right now, it constantly changes and will continue to change. The energetic exchange has gone through many iterations of form. And as you continue to tap into the formless, you will have access to more of the invisible energetic exchanges that we call resourcing the energy. The currency, promissory notes, there's many metaphors that can be made when understanding what money is and how it flows. Accumulating dollars is not what you're here for, and those that become obsessed is similar to the relationship to self. Money deprivation or money grandiosity are both traps in the pendulum swing when equanimity and harmonization, balance with the whole is what is wanted. The true game on this plane is self-realization. Tapping into pure self, enjoying and living freely and fully, utilizing the monetary system as a tool. No longer participating in the traps and building the contribution-based models so every person feels the value and worth of who they are is of the utmost importance. Your hesitation to participate in some of the money games is warranted, so use discernment. But don't get stuck in the fear of trepidation and paralysis and do nothing. Money is not meant to sit there, it's meant to move. It is a currency, an exchange. As the money moves, more can come. Holding on to it, gripping it with the energy of hoarding or lack stops the flow. Trust in the guidance, source energy, resourcefulness pulsing through. Most people think they need money to create, and what they need is more resourcefulness, more creativity. Money is often used as an excuse, just as time and energy are all tools and measuring sticks for how well you're managing your connection to Source. Remember that. Live it as your truth. Become masterful in your ability to direct the energy, focus the mind, and use your attention and intention to create deliberately on your path. You have noticed by now that anything you truly want and desire can manifest into form. And as it does manifest, you will continue to change and rearrange your desires, wants, and wishes. Only when it is fully experienced can you truly know what else you want and wish for. As it changes, there is no wrong or missteps or mistakes. There is just the next evolutionary step and growth. Find relief in this knowing, find it refreshing and rejuvenating to give yourself a break. Know that the way you are treating yourself is reflected in your ability to relate to others, to resources, to energy, to time, to money. They're all just measuring tools, feedback loops, reflections of where you are energetically, where you stand in your belief systems, and where you're going in your manifestations. We all have different glitches and hitches that interrupt the natural flow. Celebrate them, explore every challenge. Become eager in overcoming the difficulties with courage. Remember, you are constantly being loved, supported, and guided on the path. You're never alone in this journey, as your entire star family, entourage, galactic council, wisdom keepers, frequency holders are here nudging you, assisting you, applauding you, celebrating your every victory. Consoling you through every hardship and wound. Healing can happen in an instant when the truth of who you are is accepted fully into the cellular memory. This world will continually flux and pulse and change in relationship to your growth. The rearrangement of the particles is part of the magnetic field and vibrational offering. Let it feel good to believe this, to know this, to live this. You have more vibrational input than you are currently practicing. No longer match the energies of others through biomimicry unless you want to entrain with their field and you admire their way of being and living. Do not let others dim your light when you are here to be a master level, soul embodied self. Your choice to live at the leading edge makes you a natural born leader. Be courageous, be true, honor your impulses, check in regularly with your heart, your infinite soul matrix, your eternal knowing, the living library, the access to all records, all knowledge. The wisdom keepers are here to serve you as you become fully aligned in alliance with your soul self, galactic family, star family, earth family, all the layers and levels of the quantum family, whether they are playing fool or foul, whether they are allies and cooperating, uplifting, or challenging. See them all as significant and important teachers playing their role in the path of evolution. This frees you up from the burdens and hardships you're carrying in your heart. The hardness, the hardening, the heartbreak is holding you back, being too guarded and protected from letting the energy flow, which is reflected in the money, in the relations, in the body temple, health, wellness. Let's go ahead and offer a quantum healing for all those wanting to receive these upgrades. The knowledge and information has resonated and rung true within your heart, vibrating in every cell. And we're just sloughing off the sheath of energy that has been confining, compressing, and blocking the natural flow. Letting down the armoring so your true protection and discernment can be your golden bubble, can be the vibratory tone, increasing and up-leveling to health, healing, and harmony. And what does it feel like to be free-flowing, fully alive, excited, exuberated about life? Just as it is in your current situations, nothing externally needs to change for you to get excited about life again. Choose life-giving practices, life-giving choices, environments, people, places, and things as a reflection of your state. Let go of the habits of judging, limiting, making life too challenging and difficult on yourself unnecessarily. And embrace the setbacks, the bumps in the road, as necessary refinements as we fine-tune and retrain the subconscious patternings to align with the heart's deeper desires and the infinite knowing of your spirit. We are here to make manifest the glory of our being by allowing more of the soul wisdom to pulse through and follow the instincts and impulses. If it brings you joy, if it brings deep soul fulfillment and satisfaction, it is for you. Operate more in your creative genius and let go of the mediocrity and mundane. Let go of the energy drains. Seal up your field and create a container for more life force to pulse through. Harness it, resource it, share it, exchange it. Remember to spin your field on turbo speed, super duper fast, to change the octave and vibrational tone to match that of source. Match source instead of matching the beings you're seeing in the outer world, and notice how different your experience will be. Highest vibration always wins. And others will entrain with you, or they will vibrate out of your experience based on the discomfort of the dissonance. Your soul tribe, quantum players, uplifters, movers and shakers are all waiting for you at the leading edge. Play there, hang out there, enjoy the embodied manifestation of your soul kin and entourage. It's happening. Surround yourself with beauty, with nature. Indulge in your senses in such a way that more life force is pulsing through, magnified, amplified, exaggerated. No matter how small or simple a choice is, it's all pointing to the integrative collection of who you are. You're a collection of moments. The journey makes up the whole. Every breath, every movement, every decision. Let life become that delicious, precious, and good for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being present, for receiving the quantum healing, for believing and upgrading the thought patterns, and for soothing and repatterning the emotional body. May all beings everywhere discover how blessed they are, happy, healthy, and free. Namaste.